Alright everybody, so today I'm going to tackle the question of calories and macros. I know I've been getting tons and tons of questions about this, so why not make a video about something that's probably the most important thing when it comes to trying to get in shape, which is diet and how to manage your diet. So I'm going to try and go through this as quickly and as least painful as possible, because let's just be honest, there's a lot of science and math behind this, and I'm going to try and keep that to a minimum because I know a lot of people will get lost in that and they'll maybe not do it right. So I go into the Google machine and I type in Calorie Calculator. See it? I've already done it before, so it comes up, Calorie Calculator, and I'm going to click on the first one. So this is the page for the free dieting, and I'm going to have to answer all these questions. Once you open up the page, this is what you're going to be brought to. So I'm going to enter in all my stuff because I am the test dummy for today. So like I said, the weight I'm going to be using is 205, and I'm 6 feet 4 inches, and see, sorry, I'm going to get you guys a better view of that. And right here, I lift 6 times a week, so this 5 weeks intense is equivalent to 6 times. So there's like 3, 4, 5. This 5 times intense is equivalent to 6. So I'll just go to right there, calculate, and then bam, I'm giving all these numbers. Lose weight. If I'm anywhere between that interval, I can lose weight. This extreme fat loss, I don't recommend that. Get away from that. Nope. So we're gonna mess with those top 2 numbers. So anywhere between those 2 numbers, you're losing weight. Anything above that, you're going to be gaining. So keep these numbers in mind, and now we're going to go to the next step. Alright everybody, so it's always good to have a plan. So right here, I've got my weight, which is 205.5. The body fat, I was 9.1% when I went to do the hydrostatic weighing. That's basically where they dunk me in a tank, I breathe out all my air, and they tell me what my body fat is. That's what I was at. So I was 205.5 pounds, 9.1% body fat. My goal was to be 200 pounds. I basically just wanted to be under 9%. I had already reached my first goal. In December, I was 250 pounds, and now, or at least a month ago, I was 205.5. So I had already reached my goal. I was at 9.1% body fat. I could have started lean bulking from there, but being the overachiever that I was, I wanted to go under this 9%. So my goal was to lose another 5 pounds of fat, and I would definitely be under that 9%. I am currently 198 pounds, and I'm going to start reverse dieting, but that's a topic for another video. But basically this is the plan. So my calories right now, or for this weight right here, 205.5, to get to that, I can be anywhere between 3,150 and 2,515. We got these numbers from the internet. So I chose 2,800. That's the number I'm going to be aiming for to get from 205 to 200. Macros. So this, when people talk about calories and macronutrient breakdown, this is what they're talking about. They're talking about protein, carbs, and fats. For every gram of protein, it's 4 calories. For every gram of carb, it's 4 calories. For every gram of fat, it is 9 calories. So this is our little legend over here. So what we're going to do with each macronutrient is this. So for protein, for my specific needs, during this cut, I could go anywhere from 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight to 1.25 grams of protein per pound of body weight. For this demonstration, I'm going to do 1.25, and that is in fact what I did. I did 1.25. For the fats is going to be the next one we're going to calculate. So we're going to do first, second, and then that's the last one we're going to calculate. So for fats, it's going to be 20% of your total calories. So this 2,800, you multiply it times 0.2, or whatever your number is. It's not going to be this. It'll be different. You just multiply it times 0.2, and it'll give you, well, we're going to work through it. And this protein right here, this is basically the grams. This is what I'm going to be trying to hit in the MYFITNESSPAL application. So my body weight is 205.5. So we're going to do 205 0.5 pounds times 1.25 grams, and that is going to give us how many grams of protein I should have in my system. So here we go. 205.5 times 1.25, so it's going to give me 256.8. We're going to do 257. So we have 257 grams. 257 grams of protein. So let's put a P so we don't get mixed up. So this is how many grams I'm going to have a day. So since we found the grams, let's just enter that down here into our little menu. Let's see, we'll put menu here. So as far as protein, this is what I'm going to have to hit. So the next one is fat. So let's see, what did we say we're going to do with fat? We said it's going to be 20% of the total calories. So we're going to take this 2800 and multiply it times 0.2. So this is fat. And it's going to give us, let's see, 2800 times 0.2 is equal to 560 calories. That's the key. This is calories. So now we need to convert it to grams. So 560 calories. All right. So how are we going to do this to grams? We said over here that fats are 9 calories per gram. So we're going to take this number and divide it by 9. So just to show you guys, 560 divided by 9 is equal to 62.22222222. So we're going to do 62. So right here, 62 grams. So let's enter that into our menu right here. 62 grams of fat. So bam, bam. We got 2 of them out of the way. Now for carbs, what did we say we're going to do? We said we're going to fill it in with the rest of the 2,800 calories. So now we have to figure out how many of these calories we've already used for the protein and the fats. So let's try and figure it out. We did the calculations right here. We didn't do the conversion, so now we have to do the conversion for this, for the protein, because it gave us grams. So protein is 4 calories per gram. We have 257 grams. We multiply this times 4, and it's going to give us the amount of calories. So let's do that. So 257 times 4 is equal to 1,028 calories. So let's write that in. 1,028 calories. And right here for the fats, we already did it. It gave us 560 calories. When we multiplied 2,800 times 0.2, that 20%, it gave us the calories right here. So we add this 560 and this 1,028 from protein right here. So 1,028 plus 560 is going to give us 1,588 calories. So that's how many we've used already out of this 2,800 calories. So now we're going to do 2,800 minus 1,588. So let's see, let's handy dandy calculator. 2,800 minus 1,588 is equal to 1,212. Bam. So it's 1,212. So this is calories. This is how many calories we have left. So we started with 2,800. We used 1,588 on our protein and fats, and we're left with 1,212 calories, and we're gonna fill that in right there. That's what we said we're gonna do with carbs. Fill in with the rest of your calories. With the rest. So right here, third and last one. So we have 12 or 1,212, and we're going to divide it. How many calories did we say? So carbs is 4 calories per gram. So we're going to divide it by 4 calories per per gram. This is also in calories, so let's put cals. So the calories are going to cancel out and we're going to be left with grams. So let's do this. 1,212 divided by 4 is equal to 303. So that's going to give us our grams. So now I'm left with 303 grams of carbs. And let's enter that right here. Carb, 303. So that's what I'm going to end up aiming for. On this cut, this is what I would do. I would be doing 257 grams of protein, 62 grams of fat, 303 grams of carbs. And I mean, there's ways you can manipulate that. You can move it up and down once you reach a plateau. I'll make another video about when you reach a plateau. But I used this for 6 months. I was cutting for 6 months, and it went from 250 pounds to that 205 pounds at 9.1% body fat. Now I know these numbers, you can't enter them exactly into MyFitnessPal. I'm going to show you guys right now what I mean, what I'm talking about. Now right here, oh crap, let me mess with the lighting a little bit. It's too bright. But when you try and, this is the nutrition goals, when you try and change one of them, watch, try and click it, it's going to give you percentages. And once you mess with the percentages, let's see, let's say I move that up to 25. I'm going to have to move this down to 45. Oh crap, sorry. And then it's going to give me a number up there, the grams. So that's 162. So it goes by percentages. So right now, what we're going to do is, crap, sorry, lighting again. So what we're going to do is we're going to figure out the percentages for this. And with that, it's pretty simple. We have the amount of calories. So we have 3 macronutrients that we're figuring out. So the denominator is going to be 2,800 for all 3 macronutrients. And let's just say this one's going to be protein, this one's going to be fat, and this one's going to be carbs. So what you need on the top is the number of calories for each. So for protein, how many calories was it? It was 1,028. So we'll put 1,028. For fat, the calories is 560. 560. Carbs was 1,212 calories. So put that right there. And now you just do the calculations for them. So where's my calculator? All right. So 1,212 divided by 2,800 is equal to 0.432. So it's 43%. So your carbs are roughly 43%. So your fats is the 560 right there. We're gonna figure this out. 560 divided by 2,800 is equal to 0.2, which is exactly what it should be because I multiplied 2,800 times 0.2 and I got 560. So this is 20%. Now we need to do the protein, which is this one, 1,028 divided by 2,800. So 1,028 divided by 2,800 is equal to 0.367. So we're going to go with 0.37. So that's 37%. 37%. So we have basically 37% protein, 20% fat, and 43% carbs. Unfortunately, MyFitnessPal doesn't let you enter exact percentages like that. What you could do is do 40% protein, 20% fat, and 40% carb, and just know that these are the numbers you're aiming for. Now, I wouldn't necessarily go off calories because labels sometimes do rounding and it messes with the calories, and sometimes it'll say like you have no macronutrients left for the day, but you'll still have calories left, and that's because of rounding. So don't worry about the calories, just focus on these grams. Try and hit these numbers. Now, I do give myself room for error. So for protein, let's say I'm going to be trying to aim anywhere from 245. Well, where can I write this? I'm gonna be trying to aim for anywhere from 245 to 260. Wow, I just wrote that completely wrong. So from 245 to 260 to try and get that. I'm gonna give myself some air. You can even go over actually. What am I talking about? Maybe even 265. So just give yourself like a room for error. For fats, for that one I'd probably go from anywhere 55. So for fats I'd probably go anywhere from 55 grams to 65 grams. Give yourself some room for error. And then for carbs I'd probably go anywhere from 295 to 310. So for carbs, 295 to 310. I mean, you could even go a little higher. Just make sure that at the end of the day, if you multiply this times 4, this times 9, this times 4, make sure that all of them add up to at least 2,800, and that you're not going way too much above this 2,800. Give yourself room for error. Don't be too tight on yourself. Mess around with it for the first couple weeks. Even if you're not doing a show, I would recommend that you do this for at least, I would say 2 months, just so that you can get used to knowing what portions are, and so you can know exactly how much your body really needs, because sometimes people don't know how much food they actually need. Sometimes they eat more, sometimes they eat less. So doing things like this at least puts things in perspective for you. So this is all the work that we did. If you don't prepare, you're preparing to fail, guys. You've heard it a million times by a million different people, but it's true. If you want to look a certain way, you've got to do certain things. And this is the certain things you got to do. I mean, obviously I dragged it out and I made it a huge explanation so everybody can understand. But, I mean, it worked. I went from, I'm getting a little hot in here, I'm wearing this long sleeve. I went from 250 pounds to 205 pounds. The reason I went to 250 pounds, I did a dirty bulk. I had a girlfriend. I was going out to eat all the time. I just fell off. And then once I put on all that weight, I felt unmotivated, and I was just like, why am I going to the gym and I still look big and fat? And so I was just like, I cut out the going out to eat. I cut out the girlfriend, no girlfriend. I basically put in perspective what I wanted. So I knew I wanted to be lean. I felt that being in a relationship was holding me back from doing a lot of things I wanted. One was being this YouTube channel and helping other people. So hopefully you guys pretty much got the gist of all that macronutrient stuff. Definitely play with it a little bit, read up on it a little. There's definitely a lot more in-depth discussions online as to how you can do that. But that was my little insight as to how I do my macronutrients. Definitely females, you don't need as much protein as males. So I mean, like I said, there's articles out there that you can read, so that's your homework, is read up and see how much protein you would need. The carbs and fats is basically pretty much the same. It's not too much different from everybody else. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you guys now have that in perspective. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to ask me. You can ask me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, right below. I'll make another video. I will be doing question and answer videos. Like I said, I'll be doing another video on nutrition, on what to do when you plateau. So as for now, I gotta go get a shoulder workout in, and it is currently raining outside, and I'm sweating, and I'm ready to take off my clothes, but not on camera. So see you guys later.